I can literally tell you how much it costs on a steak right now.
Yeah.
It is $180 right now. This is for an old steak. It's now 3 years and some change. It is, so just divided by 3. That's basically going to tell you that. So it's like, what are you paying, like $60 for?
So you got a $300 steak, and you lose over half of it.
Half of it. So it's like you lose all the interest.
All of your interest. You get your principal back. Maybe you got some price appreciation.
Right.
But you're sitting at the bottom of a bear market right now. So,
right.
So it's a real sad thing. But he pivoted, and even with his outrage marketing and everything, he's pivoting on that.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's talk. So okay. I don't have my tinfoil hat on, but if I had my tinfoil hat on, so do you believe? So obviously, our outrage marketing does work.
It sure does.
So it's just like
by the right person.
Right.
The right person in the right position wins with outrage marketing. You have to have a quality about you. Like look at Donald Trump. Look at Andrew Tate. Look at who's the boxer. The MMA. Conor McGregor.
Oh, Conor
McGregor. Jones. All those outrage guys, they have a quality about them, and it doesn't have anything about. You don't see any of their realness. You've never seen them like. You've never seen that this is an act. It's like them raw. It's them in your face. It's them for real. Being that person. Versus Richard. Richard was, if you can still go look at his videos, he was a top hat wearing kind of, looked like a guy from, the crypto basement kind of guy, just your average dude. He wasn't an Andrew Tate freaking Adonis looking guy. He had a crazy gift for gab. Yeah. He was crazy smart, but he just didn't have all those other qualities, like these other guys did. And it made it easy. He was easy prey for people to come and bust on. And then Richard doesn't look, those guys go after people like nobody's business.
Right.
Richard pivots. Richard sees the value in people, and you see that in him at times. Now, I've seen him destroy folks, people who say stupid shit.
Yeah.
But like an Andrew Tate, he'll just destroy you, period. Destroy you. Conor McGregor will just destroy you because he's supposed to destroy you. Fuck your humanity. I'm coming after you. And Richard is the guy that is a normal dude. And you could see that humanity in him. So it fails. In my opinion, it fails. Mm-hmm. It's not him. It's not really him. And we all saw that. Yeah. We all saw that. And, but it did. It got the watches got the eyes. The crazy clothes got the eyes. All of the FUD, all of the bashing that he got from it was all worth. We saw the value in it.
Now,
but I don't think it got the value that he really wanted.
Right. So I think it worked. So personally, like if I'm really like
it did work. It did work.
It worked for the first half. The first half of this bear market, it actually worked really well. Afterwards, now I don't know whether so I think he could have pivoted much sooner. But I think what was going on is he was probably leaning into like. Let's FUD out the weak hands.
Yeah.
A little bit. Because there was
and there was a lot of people that did FUD out because of it.
Yeah.
But I think that it started falling on deaf ears in the bear market. So there were a lot of people that supported it.
Right.
And the Hex community kind of had there was even a moment there where there was head clashes.
Yeah.
I remember when Richard was really doing it, when he started talking about his wank,
the dicks, yeah.
Some other people,
cocaine shit.
That was like that. Yeah, that made people very uncomfortable. A certain type of person very uncomfortable, and it started fights. And even those people that were supporting him then, they're gone.
Yeah,
they're not supporting it now, or they're glad about this switch that he's made. I mean, he's got pictures of himself as a kid on his Twitter now, with a Nintendo shirt on,
Right.
And so I just think that the community didn't embrace it either. I think that they even felt like it was failing or it wasn't enough, I think they realized too that it wasn't Richard.
Right.
It's not really Richard. Of course, he created all that, so it is him, but I don't think inside Richard wants to flaunt wealth.
Right.
I don't think Richard wants to bash human beings. I don't think Richard wants to say vulgar things and shock people so much that they're going to hate him or his products or anything like that.
Right.
I think that he was doing it to draw attention. And I don't think that it was, I think it worked, but I don't think that it's going to get us to where we need to go. It got us to where we are, but I don't think it's what's going to get us into the future.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're saying all this stuff right now and everything, but there's tons of people, shout out to Art right here, but like, getting views and followers doesn't necessarily translate to onboards. It kind of does. But if we're being but that's also like
eyes. It's all about eyes.
It's all about eyes and
touches, clicks, eyes. And we know because we do the numbers. Right. Everybody does the numbers, AdSense, Google AdSense, all this stuff. It's about the clicks, about the numbers. It's about,
I'm going to say something right now, allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly on this, right? So watch this. So allegedly, right? So like, I've been talking about a game called Illuvium for a while, right? Mm-hmm. Illuvium. And for the longest time, we're in the bear market. They're about to launch their game sometime late this year, and like the full game finally, right? But they're launching this thing called Illuvatars, which is like a card game. So you'll both buy little Pokemon packs, right? Uh-huh. And what's going to happen is they were trying to do all this marketing and stuff for a long time. They're doing interviews and stuff, and then it is getting subscribers up, but the views weren't going up. But the moment there's something to buy and there's a chance to make money and there's action, the coin fucking shoots up in price, and the what's called IMX is going bananas because they can't handle all the transactions. Where did that come from? Because the subscriber, the most important thing is live viewers. I believe it is live viewers, but then I was talking to Black Ice about. You haven't met Black Ice yet, but basically I was talking about that your subscriber count is just an email list. It is like the bigger the list is, like when something like, because we're in the crypto space, people want some sort of action to really make a lot of money, or like, wow, the Pulse chain's launching. That's when it really matters, because then it brings even and now this is right or wrong, but a lot of people will subscribe to Richard and subscribe to these other people. Like they're just I know the Pulse chain's gonna come at some point, so I'll just follow him real quick, and when it comes out, I'll just ape in money. Because that's how people are. Most people, there's the 80-20%. Realistically, it's really like 95-5. But let's just say 80-20, right? So you got 80% of people that'll just subscribe to Richard. The 100% will subscribe to Richard, and the 80 will just leave it. They won't really pay attention to Richard until, oh, dude, Pulse chain's launching. Oh crap! Then they'll start hyper paying attention, and then they'll throw their money in without doing the research before. Where the other 20% will really dig deep and really figure out like what's my plan going to be. And that's how humans always are. So, I mean, all this outrage marketing, a lot of people found it funny. Some people got pissed off. But it did ruffle a lot of feathers. Let me tell you how, in this bear market, the Hex community was the loudest.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't die. Yeah. Everyone thought we were going to die. We did not die. As low. The only time that I saw maybe, like, I finally I saw a little capitulation was when we broke below like 2.3 cents. Yeah. That was the only time. I
went harder, bro.
I went harder.
Ask
me how much dry powder I had.
I knew that was what was going to happen. I knew that we were going to see some more fallout, some more fodder, some more casualties of war. And I wanted to charge the hill, man, because that's what I'm made out of. It's like we can't stop now. You put all of your everything into this. You better be willing to fight the fight when it's coming at you the hardest. Yeah. That's what makes you who you are. That's what makes the community. It's like who's going to stand up? Who's going to fight? Who's going to punch these guys in the face when we're down? Who is going to do it? And that's when I said I'm doubling down, because everyone was like, hey, let's slow down on the channel. Let's do this, do that. Maybe it's time to walk off into the sunset.